Check out this video if you want to learn all about clear feeling, also known as clairsentience. And be sure to stick around right to the end of this video because I'm going to give you one exercise that you can do to develop this clair. Hey, I'm Amanda from theintuitivewife.com, holistic health practitioner, spiritual coach, and past life regression facilitator, working with women to bust through their energetic blocks and finally live their soul purpose. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're starting to be curious about clairs, or you've already started to develop a few of your abilities and you really want to figure out how to hone in on your less dominant clairs. Also, if you're watching this video, hopefully it's because you've already checked out my previous ones. If not, I will leave the link for those videos in the description box below. Alright, so let's talk about clairsentience. And I'm going to be completely honest, this is one of the hardest ones for me to explain because it is so easily confused with ClairEmpathy and being a highly sensitive person. They're all different, yet so similar. But I'm going to try my best. ClairEmpathy is when you are aware of someone's thoughts or feelings, but you don't physically feel them. Like if you walk into a room, you may know that that person is hurting physically, emotionally, but you don't physically take that on yourself. You're not also feeling their pain with you. That's clairempathy. Clairsentience is when you are physically feeling the information that is coming to you. You could start feeling physically ill or start getting a terrible headache or start feeling very fearful. This, of course, they're terrible examples because they're all negative, but of course you can absolutely pick up on the positive energies as well. So sudden gut feelings like insights, empathy, physical sensations, these are all aspects of clairsentience. It's possible for you to be both clairsentient and clairempathic, in which case it gets extra fun because you're not just sensing the energy, you're sensing the emotion that comes with it as well. So, for example, I'll tell you a little story. Last year, we went on a vacation in Ireland, and we went to a whole bunch of different places as part of our tour, and we made a stop at, I think it was Knock Church, and it was a beautiful property. There was a beautiful church inside. There was a story about this little town, I think it was County Mayo, that saw the Virgin Mary come. We walked into this other church, and I personally like to go see churches. I like seeing the architecture, so it's not unusual for me to walk into old churches. In this case, it was terrible. Before I was even able to walk through the doors, I was suddenly feeling very anxious. Again, not unusual for me. I'm always an anxious person, pretty much. But once I made it through those doors, I don't think I made it more than 3 or 4 steps before my body physically stopped moving. The only thing it needed to do, or it wanted me to do, was to turn around and get the heck out of there. I was feeling like an insane amount of crap from like tragedy and trauma and like dominating, I don't know how to say it, dominating male personality. It was intense. My eyes were starting to water and I'm trying to blink them back because I'm obviously in a tourist attraction surrounded by people. And I cannot find anywhere being recorded that this church or this property that it was built on had a traumatic event associated with it. The only thing I can find is them seeing the Virgin Mary, and the way it's communicated is that it was an incredible experience, which I'm sure it was. For me, walking into that church, something else was happening. So you may find that if you're going to old historical sites, or those, what are they called, those old forts that you get to tour, to see where they lived and how they lived during the war and all that stuff, you may notice that you're picking up on different things because so many things have happened, obviously, over the centuries. You're picking up on that, so your clairsentience, or in certain cases, your clairempathy, are really, I'm going to say, in overdrive, for lack of a better word. So let me know in the comments, is this sounding like you're clairsentient? And if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit like. You can learn about the other clairs by clicking on the link in the description box below to grab your Revive Your Intuitive Abilities workbook. This workbook goes over clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairtangency, clairsentience, and claircognizance. It goes over the clairs, helps describe them a little bit, and also provides you with exercises so that you can develop them on your own. And not only that, this workbook also provides you with journal prompts for each specific clair. And this is to help you tune into yourself, to tune into and to be able to assess the experience you just had, as well as to track your progress and help you realize that you are even more intuitive than you think you are. To develop your clairsentience, the exercise that I would suggest you doing is to look at a picture of someone you don't know, a family friend, a friend's grandmother. Really take a look at the picture. Look at them. What were they like? What was their personality like? What were they feeling when that picture was taken? What life experiences have they encountered? It might sound a little strange, but it really does work. When I was working with my mentor one-on-one, Alicia, over on soulguide.com, I'll put the link to her website in the description box below as well. She used to do this exercise on me, and she would hold up a picture of someone who obviously I don't know, like the most random people ever. And my test was to tell her, is this person dead or alive? What was happening in this picture? Are they married? Are they divorced? Are they widowed? As much information as I possibly could. So I know this exercise works. If you're just getting started with clairs and intuitive development, then be sure to click on the video up on your screen right now. This is the video about clairtangency or clear touch, which is, in my opinion, the easiest clair for you to start working on because it also, in tandem, helps you build your other clairs without you even realizing it. So if you're looking to get started, that's definitely where I would recommend. On this channel, I talk about all things metaphysical, woo-woo, intuitive development, so if that's something you're interested in and you haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit like and subscribe down below.